Tombstones marked by hate, but also cultural centres, town halls, schools. In all, 42 anti-Semitic attacks in the Bas-Rhin region of Alsace in just 18 months. This cemetery in the village of Westhofen is just the latest to be desecrated. 107 of its tombs were found marked with swastikas earlier this month. And although the cleanup operation is now underway for a region as troubled as this one by anti-Semitic attacks, the stain will be harder to remove.
This kind of symbol touch more than you think. It's awakening the history. Part of the family died in the Auschwitz and in the Holocaust. So to see it here, where I live, there is a disease in the society. And everybody would like to stop it.
Not least the French government. France's Interior Minister visited Westhofen, announcing the creation of a national task force. When the graveyard at Katzenheim was attacked, it was the French president who came. Another case that remains unsolved. A source close to the investigation says that locals are believed to be responsible. Locals who may have been incited by global websites. While the hunt for the culprits continues, we wanted to find out where they are finding encouragement. 2 French-language sites, registered in Panama and the Bahamas and enabled to stay online by an American company, White Europe and Participatory Democracy, both shared pictures of the attacks in Alsace. White Europe celebrating these exemplary actions by the proud people of Alsace that show us the way. Reached for comment, White Europe told us they stand behind their posts. Participatory Democracy told CNN that while they don't condone the attacks, they do believe that it's all a Jewish conspiracy. Both sides celebrating the number 14, a reference to a slogan coined by the late American white supremacist David Lane, and which was also found graffitied on one of the Westhofen tombs. Both of these sites use the American internet infrastructure company Cloudflare, which provides protection from cyber attacks. Both sites openly celebrate anti-Semitism, and that, here in France, is a crime. Now, in the past, Cloudflare has discontinued its services to 8chan in the wake of the El Paso mass shooting and to the American neo-Nazi blog Daily Stormer. So why the different treatment when it comes to hate speech that is in French? Cloudflare have not responded to CNN's questions. CNN also found that Facebook, which does not allow Daily Stormer posts to be shared, did allow posts from both the French sites until CNN reached out for comment, after which it blocked them. Twitter allows sharing from all 3 sites, but told CNN that it's taking action to prevent linking to such content. We asked France's Interior Minister in an exclusive interview if the United States was doing enough to help tackle the problem.
Non, et ma réponse est claire, parce que il y a une différence de culture. Il ne s'agit pas d'opposer la culture française européenne à la culture américaine, mais on voit bien que sur ces sujets, il y a au fond une revendication de liberté qui devrait permettre de dire tout et n'importe quoi. Moi, je considère qu'il n'y a pas de liberté quand elle est attentatoire à ce que nous sommes, à nos valeurs fondamentales.
One victim of the latest attack says that global action is required in the face of a global problem.
You know, if we don't have that, you're going to have others, you know, Westhofen or Katzenheim or others, and not just in France. So you see it in New Zealand, you see it in America, you see it in France.
The tomb of Guillaume Debré's family was amongst those desecrated in Westhofen. He has yet to show a picture of it to his young daughters.
It's a few marking on sacred stone. It's a few marking that spell out hate. And in this country, not me, but my family and generations have understood what hate means and what it could lead to.
In the heavily guarded synagogue in Strasbourg, the city where much of the region's Jewish population now lives, the chief rabbi says that he's not surprised, but that he fears for more than just his community.
Hate that begins with Jews never ends with Jews.
Last year, Rabbi Veil buried the last Jew in Westhofen. Roger Kahn hid during the Nazi occupation, escaping the camps and dying peacefully in his sleep at 88. But with websites celebrating attacks on tombs like his, the question is whether it is in peace that he will now be allowed to rest. Melissa Bell, CNN, Alsace.